So the another session we are doing for the trial balance with the adjustments. So question number 7, we have some adjustments. So what we need to do is first we need to tick mark the adjustments, and then accordingly we'll do the adjustments. The first thing what they have mentioned over here after the table, having prepared the trial balance, having prepared means they already prepared the trial balance. Later on what happened, it was discovered that the following transaction remain unrecorded. Remain unrecorded this year. It means this following 6 transactions, sorry, 4 only, sorry. 4 transactions are not yet recorded, so we have to record that. So there are some adjustments given. First one is goods sold on credit amounting rupees 40,000. So we sold goods on a credit, but it is not recorded. So we'll put a tick mark on sales because it's going to change your sales balance because we sold goods but not recorded. Okay. And when we sold goods on a credit basis, our debtors balance will also change, right? Because what is debtors means the person who bought the good from us on a credit basis. That's why the debtor balance also will change. Next one, they said paid to creditors 22,000. So when you paid to creditors, definitely your creditors balance will get impact. So put a tick mark on creditors. And since we paid through check, your bank balance will get affected. Okay. The next one, goods for rupees 7,000 were returned to supplier. Supplier, who is supplier? Supplier means creditors. So creditors balance will change. And when we return goods, we need to mention in the trial balance return outward. Return outward is not given, so we'll make a new one in our trial balance. Next one, paid salary. So we need to increase the salary. So I'll put a tick mark on salary. And again, we paid through check. That's why bank balance. So what is the importance of this adjustments? What is the importance of this tick mark? So this tick mark will tell us that these items has some changes, so that we need to put a line or give us some space for that. Okay, so that is the importance of this tick mark. So I'll start putting the values what is given. First thing is given capital. So I'll write here capital. And capital is a liability, that's why credit side, 3,20,000. Second is fixed asset. Since it is asset, it will come on the debit side, 1,80,000. Next one, third one is drawing. Drawing is an asset, that's why debit. Next one is debtors. Data C, we have a tick mark. So what I'll do, I'll write into bracket over here because it has some changes. I'm not putting the debit column or credit column. I'm writing inside in the particulars because it has adjustment. So it means the debtors balance is going to change. Next, creditors. It also has a tick mark. So again, I'll write this inside 1,80,000. After that, we have a purchases. Purchase 10,10,000. Purchase is an expense, that's why debit. Sales. Sales has a tick mark, so I'll write this inside 10,50,000. Next, after that, we have a bank. It also tick marks, so that I'll also write on the inside only. Then cash. Cash is asset, that's why debit. Next, 10th one is salary. Has tick marks, so it's inside 1,65,000. And after that, we have a rent. Rent is an expense, that's why debit. Okay, so what are the trial balance? Means the table which they provided to us that we already recorded. We put some items inside because that particular item has adjustments. Okay, so having prepared the trial balance, it was discovered that the following transactions remain unrecorded. Now we are going to record that. The first one, goods sold on a credit amounting to rupees 40,000. It means it will increase your sales. We sold the goods, but it is not recorded in the books. So it will increase the sale balance by 40,000. And since we sold these goods on a credit basis means what? When we are selling goods to credit basis, that person become debtors for us. So that's why I'll increase in the debtors as well, 40,000. Next one, we have a paid to creditors. Paid to creditors means what? We made payment to creditors. So our creditors balance, our dues will reduce by 22,000 because we made payment. And since we made payment through check, they have mentioned through check, by check. So when by check means what? My bank balance also decrease. Where is the bank balance here? 22,000. Next one. Goods worth ₹7,000 were returned to supplier. Supplier. Who is supplier? Supplier means creditors. Supplier means who? Creditors. So our creditors balance will reduce because goods worth ₹7,000 was defectively returned to him. So his dues will be definitely going to be reduced. And when we return goods, it's called as a return outward. And since we don't have the return outward, so I'm making the new one return outward. Return outward is an income for us. That's why credit. Okay. After that, paid salary, ₹15,000. Paid salary. So when we paid salary, our expenses increase. So I'll add to salary 15,000. Again, they say by check. We made the payment by check. By check means again my bank balance will decrease. So I'll reduce from my bank balance 15,000. Correct? Now we'll do this total and I'll put it out. Debtors 240 plus 40, 280, and debtors is an asset. That's why debit side.
So when I'm writing this thing in the exam, I have to write it the same way, like in the bracket.
Yes,
I have to do it.
yes. Okay. Debtors 180 minus 22 minus 7 is 1,51,000. Creditors is a liability. That's why credit side. Sales,
I think that's
1050 plus 40, 1090. Sales is credit because it's an income. Bank balance 45,000 minus 22,000 minus 15,000.
And the creditors thing, isn't there one more zero? And the answer, like the credit side thing.
No, it's correct. 1,51,000. Bank balance 45,000 minus 22,000 minus 15,000. It comes to 8,000. Bank balance is a asset. That's why debit. Then salary 165 plus 15, 180. Salary is an expense. That's why debit. Then I'll do the total. Okay. So 180, 60, 280, 710, 8,000, 30,000, 1,80,000 and 120 is 15,68,000. Correct. 15,68,000. I'll check the other side also. 3,20,000 plus 1,51,000, 10,90,000 and 7,000. Correct. 15,68,000. This is the trial balance with adjustment. How to deal with the adjustments? First, we'll tick mark the adjustments, and then first we'll transfer the trial balance or what are the line items given it to us, and based on the tick mark that we'll write inside, and then we'll do the adjustments, and then we'll do the final balances of the adjustments. Thank you.